Okay, so hi. Hello there. I am getting packed up because I decided last minute to take a trip back to Nebraska. So I rented a car, and I'm going to head out tonight to make it hopefully to Santa Fe, New Mexico. That's my goal. Well, I have a hotel reservation there, so I have to make it there. But I thought I would vlog some of this and show you guys. Well, nothing really to show you. I guess just vlog it. If you want to watch, you can watch. I'm strange in the fact that I have to wash all my clothes and then put them away before I start packing. And I understand that that's just ridiculous, but that's just how I've always been. It's almost 5 o'clock at night on Thursday. I was hoping to leave a little earlier than this, but you know, this is also how everything goes with me. It's last minute. So I'm gonna pack, get everything situated in the car, and head out. I'm also a little more stressed this time because it was an unexpected trip, so all of my plants that I have, I've had to go through and like make sure everything was situated. So in the past few days I've just been like flushing and re-adding nutrient water into my passive hydro plants. I've been checking the soil plants, watering those. So it's been a whirlwind, but I'm really excited to see my family. I haven't seen all of them in over a year, and this has just been a crazy year, so it's gonna be good to see people. Okay, it is 6 o'clock and I am getting ready to hit the road. It's about a 7.5, 8-hour drive tonight. So I will be getting to Santa Fe very, very early in the morning. It's gonna be a beautiful drive. You're gonna see northern-ish Arizona, and it's just always really beautiful to see the forest, the national forest and all that. So we're gonna hit the road.
Black and into bright sand, straight towards the warm sun and into his hands. When I get there, I'll let my feet roll. When I get there, I'll break in your arms, I'll lose control. When I get there, I'll know the answer. Let me know when I get closer.
I finally made it to the hotel. It is 3:30 in the morning. I'm gonna get a couple hours of sleep before I have to hit the road again. But it was a pretty uneventful drive. Driving up out of Arizona, I was driving through Payson, which had a pretty big wildfire here recently, so it was kind of crazy to see. It was like half the road was burned and the other half was fine, which is just nuts to me. But daylight didn't stay around too long, so I actually didn't get to see all of the beautiful sights of Arizona and New Mexico. So I'm excited for tomorrow's drive through New Mexico and Colorado. Every time I stay in a hotel, I double check everything for bed bugs, and I kind of went around the room with Lysol wipes, which is not something I normally do, but I'm doing it now because of the pandemic. But anyway, I'm gonna get some shut-eye, wake up in about 4 hours, and then start the traveling again. Good night. Whew, okay, so hitting the road. I forget sometimes that the DoubleTree, they give you a warm cookie, and they offered me one for the road, and I couldn't say no to that because I love chocolate chip cookies. Am I overexposed? A little bit. All right, so today's about an 8-hour drive, so I am going to find coffee somewhere. Well, that's my goal, is to find coffee somewhere and then set out to hit Nebraska finally tonight. Way western Nebraska. Day 2 driving in the books. I made it the 8 hours. I am almost to my destination tonight. I'm staying with a good friend of mine and his wife. I probably won't film a lot. Actually, I'm not going to film at all. I just want to have time to hang out with them and to just chill. Today was a good drive. Out of New Mexico, you know, there was just a bunch of mesas and buttes. And then as soon as I got out of New Mexico, then it was like a lot of plains. And then as soon as I crossed into the Colorado border, there was a lot more like mountainous areas. I could see the Rockies off in the distance, but that only lasted a little bit. And then the rest of the trip, I was like full on middle of Colorado plains, which was just flat and boring. I haven't eaten all day because there was nothing to eat. Once I got off the interstate, I wish I would have known, but once I got off the interstate, like I didn't have anywhere to stop. So I'm glad I had fuel. It's nice to like drive. It's nice to be back home. It's nice to kind of see green. Like the whole drive in Colorado, I feel like there was sunflowers, wildflowers on both sides of the road the whole time. Like they were just sporadically placed, but it's just nice to kind of see a different sort of vegetation and some color. So I'm gonna sign off for today and I will catch back up with you all tomorrow. Well, shit. How you doing? It's a new day. I'm headed to Kearney, Nebraska because that is where my sister is living. I'm actually almost there. I didn't film a lot because it's just more of me driving in Nebraska, which is beautiful, but on Interstate 80 it's very flat, which is not the way the rest of the state is. I mean, the sand hills, there's a lot of diversity here, but not along Interstate 80, which is where everyone travels. My sister is actually into plants as well, and so I'm excited to see her collection. I'm excited to see her. My niece will be there. My niece was in one of my early on videos, which you can find up here somewhere. Yeah, she's the one going off to college, and growing up so fast. I'm excited to see both of them, and it's just gonna be a hangout night. There's a nursery in Kearney called Earl May, which is like, I don't know if it's Midwestern or if it's just Nebraska, but it's usually, there's a lot of them in towns around Nebraska, and I found some pretty sweet Hoya at Earl May a couple times when I've been home in the past, so I'm hoping to go today. If I go to Earl May, I'll try to film some so I can show you all what is there. Every time I come home, it's fraught with travel because, you know, I come from like a broken family, so I'm always stopping at multiple different places. It is what it is, I guess. Hey friends, today is a day that I am spending with my niece. I've been in Nebraska now for 4 days? 5 days? 4. And we're probably gonna do some plant shopping because, well, we both love plants. She worked at a nursery here in Lincoln through the last year, and I think we're gonna go check it out. It's one of my favorite places here in town. There's two very distinct moments in my life where I have felt old. The first was when I was in college working at Toys R Us and the 10th anniversary edition of Toy Story came out. And now the fact that my beautiful niece is graduated high school and going off to college makes me feel really old, and also makes me feel really like sad, emotional, not sad, like happy sad. Maz was born when I was in high school. I was a senior in high school, and she actually even went to my high school prom with me. Not the whole thing. She was there with her mother, and I had a dance with her, but she was such a good baby. She was such a good child, and she still is. She's turning into the most beautiful of adult humans, the most caring, kind, sweet people. So I'm excited to see her future flourish and watch her find success and happiness through her life, because she deserves it. But I'm picking her up today, and when she gets here, we are going to have breakfast. We're going to probably hit some plant shops, take care of a few errands, and just like hang out and have some good times. And if I don't feel super awkward with it, I'll bring you along. You're on candid camera.
Wow.
We are at
Campbell's Nursery in Lincoln.
So tell us about Campbell's.
So, it's a nursery. It's got perennials, annuals, houseplants, trees and shrubs, anything you could ever want. And it's pretty awesome.
And you
Worked there for quite a while.
a few months. Did you like it?
I did.
This is definitely one of my favorite nurseries here in Lincoln. I've only been to the one, which was way smaller than this, and this is the one out on Pine Lake, and it's very big. So I'm excited to go in, and I'm gonna take the small camera in, so hopefully I can get a few shots of some of the plants they have in there. Ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's Wednesday today. I have been in Omaha now for about a day. I haven't filmed a lot just because I want to take time to spend with my family and my friends. Today I'm going to Mulhall's, which if you've caught my videos before, it's a nursery here in Omaha, Nebraska that I absolutely love. And then tonight my good friend Jason is going to take me out to see his bees. He's a hobbyist beekeeper. And I'm really, really excited about that because it's just fun when people are excited about their hobbies and people are excited to teach others about their hobbies. I'm pretty stoked to see how that whole process works. But I hope you enjoy this little quick trip to Mulhall's. Alright, so we're going to do a quick little plant haul here for you. And my friend here, can you tell everyone your name?
Nolan.
Nolan. We bought some plants today, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
Did you have fun? Which one do you want to talk about first?
This one.
Okay, do you want to show the camera? What is that one?
A watermelon something?
Yeah, watermelon peperomia.
Watermelon pepperonia.
Peperomia. Yeah.
Pepperonia?
And I think it's variegated. Is that your favorite one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, what's another one we can talk about?
This giant one over here.
Whoa, this one I'm so excited about. Can you say Sansevieria?
A Sansevieria.
Variegated whale fin.
It's growing a little baby
Yeah.
here.
So that one I'm really, really excited about. This one's staying with me. All of the other ones are staying with him. What's the next one?
This one.
Ooh, that's a cool one. Can you say Haworthia?
Haworthia.
Haworthia. And then the last one we got is a little tiny baby Fittonia.
Fittonia.
Fittonia. That's it. Those are the plants we bought. Was that your first time at Mulhall's?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Second time.
Second time. Did you like it?
Mhm.
Okay. Let's get some close-ups. You want to show your peperomia? Let's see that. Cool. Let's see the next one. Whoa. And do you remember what that one was?
No, I forgot.
Haworthia.
Haworthia.
Haworthia. Cool, dude.
And then the last one is.
Do you remember that name? Sansevieria.
Sansevieria. Biggest plant we bought.
Alright, you want to say bye?
Bye.
What are we going to do?
Check on random bees.
Like Mr. Nolan said, we're going to go check on some bees, and I'm just going to record. I don't know much about beekeeping, but we're going to figure it out. I'm on the road today back home to Arizona, and I'm currently sitting in Wyoming near Cheyenne. I've decided to take a different route this time to go down through Fort Collins, Denver, and then I'm going to end the night in Durango. So that is my stop for today. I came up over a hill here in Wyoming and I can just see smoke billowing in the distance. And I know that Colorado is currently having a breakout of wildfires. And I've actually never been close to a wildfire. I know that Tucson had some wildfires, and there were some wildfires near where I live in Phoenix up in Payson. And I saw the effects of them in the atmosphere, the hazy skies, the smoke, but I've actually never seen what I can see here. Right now, I just filled up with gas and I washed my windows, so if I decide to record out of them, you won't see a bunch of dust or bug splatters. And I am gonna hit the road. Today's trip is about 8.5 hours. I should be getting to Durango tonight, fairly early, like 8 o'clock at night, so I can just chill and relax. Okay, so this has been an exciting trip. The road I was on that was taking me to Durango had a huge delay, and there was cars as far as I could see, and the cars coming at us were like doing this whole gesture to like turn around, like no go. I didn't know if there was a bad accident or a fire, but I decided to turn around. It took me way out of the way. I am currently in Salida, Colorado. I'm not mad about the drive because it's absolutely gorgeous. Like, it was so beautiful to drive through. It added another hour and a half to my drive, which I'd be annoyed by, but since the scenery is so dang pretty, I'm not too mad about it. I just got some food for the first time today. It's 7 o'clock. I ate breakfast this morning, and then now I'm eating McDonald's. It's definitely been eventful. The roads that it was having me go on, and actually there was a lot of people because everyone was turning around from that traffic jam. The roads were real windy and beautiful. Driving right next to rapids the whole time, there was people whitewater rafting. It was really neat. And I'll catch back up with you guys later. Okay, last day on the road. I have about 5 hours till home. I'm currently in Gallup, New Mexico, which is kind of close to the Arizona border. Last night, I got into the hotel super late, a lot later than I expected to get into the hotel due to my rerouting, and I forgot to charge the battery to my other camera that I usually put on the dash to get those driving landscape shots. So I woke up this morning before I left. I remembered I forgot to charge it and charged it a little bit. So I hope that I'll give you a couple more shots of the landscape. Once we get into Arizona, the landscape is going to be basically the same as the beginning of this video, so you won't miss too much. I am currently eating McDonald's again. I know I ate McDonald's last night. Don't judge me. All throughout my drive in New Mexico so far, I keep seeing billboards of McDonald's having this green chili, Hatch green chili burger, which I'm not a spicy boy. I don't like spicy food. I don't know why people want to eat food that will make their mouth burn and their nose run. It's not my thing. more power to you if you are. But I decided that I was gonna try this green chili hatch burger because I've never seen it before. And contrary to popular opinion, I actually like McDonald's burgers, their meat product. I mean, it's so full of sodium and stuff that's so terrible for you, but I still really enjoy them. So I was really excited to try this Hatch green chili burger, but I pulled up to McDonald's and they do not have it. They are out of it today, which is a bummer. And then I felt like I had to order something. I couldn't have just been like, okay, never mind. So I got chicken nuggets, which is also my other favorite thing. So that's what we're eating. So most of my drive today so far in New Mexico has been on reservation land, which was absolutely beautiful. The majority of the time it was a 2-lane highway. I never saw a speed limit sign, so it really made me anxious. There's someone coming and I'm eating in my car with the camera. Ooh, don't make eye contact. This is why I hate vlogging in public. Anyway, the majority of the drive in New Mexico has been on reservation land. It's been 2-lane highways, not a lot of traffic, beautiful, beautiful landscape. I couldn't find a speed limit sign to save my life, so I didn't know what speed to be going, nor was there traffic to gauge my speed. So the whole time I was fearing that I was speeding. I didn't get pulled over yet. I'm really hoping I don't get pulled over. But New Mexico has been absolutely beautiful. It definitely reminds me that I need to make some effort to just come to this state and explore and visit more, because the most that I've done here is just drive through. I will say, out of all the states I visited, New Mexico is definitely the state that's taking COVID the most serious. None of the restaurants you are able to eat in, all of them have tents outside and they've brought the chairs outside. McDonald's, when I just went to pay for my food, they had the machine that you pay with your card on a long stick, and they kind of just held it out the window into my car window, which is the first time that's ever happened to me. I haven't eaten out a lot since COVID started, but yeah, New Mexico is really taking it serious, it's great to see. Since I've been driving, it's just given me a lot more time in the car, a lot more time to just think, which is what I was one of the things I was most excited about this trip. The other, obviously, was seeing my niece. That was the biggest thing that I was excited about. You know, when you move away from family at a young age and you're not really there, I've grown a lot as a human. I've evolved. Even in the last few years, I've evolved. And it's hard to go back to your hometown. It's hard to go back and see your family because they know you from a certain point in life and they don't necessarily know the person I am now. I know they love me. I know they support me, but they don't really know me. And it's hard. It's hard to be in community with them. It's hard to be around them because no one really knows what to talk about. And so sometimes it just feels awkward. And I guess that's okay. That's part of growing up. That's part of becoming an adult. Since I was 21, I've lived, 7+ hours away from my family at all times. And I do wish that was different. I do wish I lived closer. But at the same time, I think that distance has given me some more independence. That distance has given me room to just become my own person. And I like this person. I like this person I've become. I like this person that I've changed and evolved and grown into. It's just, I don't know how to explain it. It's just hard. They don't know me as well as they used to. And some of that might be on me. Maintaining those relationships long distance is very difficult. I am not one to just pick up the phone and call, which is a character defect on my part, because how else are you going to stay in contact with your family and your friends if you don't pick up the phone and call them and continually have that kind of communication? But yeah, going home's hard. It's always hard. My hometown was the source of a lot of trauma for me. It's not a happy place for me. I go back there and I instantly feel anxiety. I feel like I'm teleported back to that high school kid who was so desperately trying to fit in and just to be liked that I was a chameleon. I would do things that I didn't even like because I wanted people to like me. And I guess seeing that and thinking about it, I'm glad I've changed from that. I'm glad I've changed from having this need to be liked, because I finally started liking myself. So that's one thing I've been thinking a lot about on this drive, is just like my past, my present, my future. But I think the most important thing that we can do as humans for ourselves, that we can do for our self-care, is just to like ourselves. And that's so cliche, but until you like yourself, until you learn to like yourself, it's kind of more difficult to have others like you or to like other people. But I definitely don't have it all figured out. It definitely is still like a learning process, and it's still, it's a long road, but I feel like I'm on the right road, and that is something that I find solace in, is knowing that the path I am on is finally the path that I know I'm supposed to be on. Regardless of what happened in the past, I can honestly look at things today and say, like, however I got here, at least I got here, and I'm so happy to be here and to have found myself and to continue on in the right direction. So yeah, like I said, when I drive, I think I've also caught up on a lot of podcasts that I'm really was behind on. So it was good. It was good car time. It was good me time. But I'm definitely ready to be done. I'm definitely ready to be home in my own bed, around my plants, around my pets. I just need a good night of sleep to recharge, and that's gonna happen in about 4 hours. So I'm gonna finish my lunch here. But I just wanted to say thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for hanging out with me, watching this video, being in my community. I cherish this community on YouTube and Instagram, because in some of my loneliest times, this community here with all of you has been a saving grace. I say that all the time. I feel like I say that all the time, but it really helped me through some really challenging times, and I will forever be grateful for that. So if you're here, if you're watching this video all the way to the end, you are one of those people that I am so incredibly grateful for. So thank you. And as always, I appreciate you hanging out with me. Thanks for watching.